After days of deadly border clashes and Pakistan's precision strikes inside Kandahar and Kabul, both sides have agreed to a temporary ceasefire. According to official sources quoted by state broadcaster PTV News, the Pakistan Army conducted precision strikes in Afghanistan's Kandahar province and capital Kabul. These were described as retaliatory actions against what Pakistan called Afghan Taliban aggression. Security officials said the strikes destroyed Taliban battalion headquarters 4 and 8 as well as border brigades 5 and 6, claiming dozens of Afghan and foreign operatives were killed. Officials stressed that the targets were carefully selected away from civilian areas. The military also claimed that the center of fitna al-Hindustan, a term the state uses for terrorist networks in Balochistan, was hit in Kabul. Pakistan's statement ended with a clear warning the army has the full capability to respond to any external aggression. Pakistan's forces repelled attacks by the Afghan Taliban across the Spin Boldak area of Balochistan, killing 15 to 20 fighters. According to the ISPR, Afghan Taliban militants attacked 4 border posts, destroying the Pak-Afghan friendship gate on their side of the border. The military said the attacks were launched from divided villages with no regard for civilian life, and reaffirmed that Pakistan's forces remain fully prepared to defend every inch of its territory. These latest exchanges come after a series of major skirmishes last weekend and earlier this week. In those clashes, 23 Pakistani troops were martyred and 29 were injured, while the army claims that more than 200 Taliban and affiliated fighters were neutralized. Afghanistan, on the other hand, has accused Pakistan of conducting airstrikes on its territory, calling its own attacks retaliatory. Pakistan has not confirmed whether it carried out those airstrikes but insists it has the right to defend itself from cross-border terrorism. The escalating violence has severely strained relations between the two neighbors. On Monday, Defense Minister Khwaja Asif said that Pakistan currently has no ties, direct or indirect, with Kabul, describing the situation as a stalemate that could flare up at any moment. Meanwhile, Army Chief Field Marshal Asim Munir met with President Asif Ali Zardari to review the worsening security situation. The president praised the armed forces for their vigilance and professionalism and reiterated that Pakistan would defend its sovereignty at all costs. Both the president and Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif have condemned the Afghan Taliban's actions. The president said that attacks from Afghanistan are a blatant violation of Pakistan's sovereignty and accused the Afghan Taliban of harboring militants in breach of the Doha peace agreement. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif warned that national integrity will be defended at all costs, adding that Pakistan seeks peaceful cooperative ties but will deliver a strong and unequivocal response to any aggression. But late on Wednesday, there was a breakthrough. Foreign Office announced that Pakistan and the Afghan Taliban regime have agreed to a temporary ceasefire for the next 48 hours starting from 6 p.m. today. In a statement, the Foreign Office said the truce was reached with mutual consent at the request of the Taliban and that during this period both sides will make sincere efforts to find a positive solution to what it called a complex but solvable issue. The statement added that Pakistan hopes to resolve ongoing tensions through constructive dialogue, marking the first formal pause in hostilities after a week of escalating border violence.